So with that background, I sit quietly with my eyes closed. Wherever I am, however I am, and the truth is, I am. Big deal. I forget to celebrate. In this moment, I am. I'm always with me. I am such a steady, reliable, dependable force who has never given up on me. Through good and bad, thick and thin, I've been around. How do I forget me? Each moment, I am here and now. I was there then, and I am here now. Behold the glory of me. All the while, I am bashing myself, forgetful of this courageous, brave me, never running away in the most fearful circumstances. So today, I celebrate me. That me which has seen this body change. From infancy to childhood to my youth to this stage. Yeah, the body has changed, but I have remained the same. I remember them all. I have had good thoughts, bad thoughts, terrible days, and amazing days. I have seen them all. For I have been there then, and I am with the mind here now. I have been the dumbest of the dumb and the brightest bulb in the room. I've made stupid mistakes and I've come up with brilliant ideas. I have been there with me. I have been breathing this powerful pump within me, unbeknownst to me, hundreds of millions of gallons of air pumping life-giving oxygen. No electricity, no battery. this single spark of my life force, charging the entire system for me. That's how awesome I am. That's how powerful I am. That's my glory. What more am I clamoring for? I see a living, breathing, greatest miracle I've witnessed right in front of me in the mirror. Why am I begging for a few more trinkets? I brought myself up so strongly, so capably. Why do I beg for mercy from others? I have what I need. I have everything that I need. But I forgot me. Somewhere along the way, I believed them that I'm brown, that I'm black, that I'm white, that I'm red. I misidentified with just the outer shell, thinking I am just this body. Oh, I'm so much more than that. There is so much more to the ocean than just its waves, the skin, the layer. So much wealth, so much glory, so much substance in the ocean than is apparent on its surface. So it is with me. I must discover the treasure trove hidden within me. I must rise awake in the highest and the glorious truth there is, that I am in all, and all in me. Like a wave rising in the form of a tsunami, 40 feet tall, and observing down that, oh my God, all the waves are in the ocean, and the ocean alone in each and every wave, the small and the big, the tall and the short, and the big and the little. The ocean alone in every wave in the same ocean. So am I, the conscious being, as the spirit soul, all in the same one. Never mind the shape and the form of the wave. Never mind which one is shining more. It is the same. Just like every dream character, in the same one dreamer, the good and the bad, all in the dreamer, alone. And the dreamer herself, and every dream character, in that dreamer, every character is connected. I made a mistake. I mistook a rope in the dark for a big bad snake. With the dawn of knowledge, I'm no longer afraid, for I see the rope for the rope, no longer taking it for the snake that I thought in the dark. I have no reason to stress. I don't have any worries. It's been layered upon my mind externally. I am within. I just need to do my best in the present moment. That is the only expectation from each and every part of the whole system that I belong to. I take a deep breath. And I let go. I rely on the system a bit more. I loosen my body. I let my shoulders fall. I take another deep breath. I feel okay with myself. I'm good just the way I am. This isn't my burden alone to carry. If I see it right, the entire system is there and ready and willing and wanting to be with me, to help me, to guide me, to share my burdens. Am I willing to share? When I hold something, do I hold the object, or does the object hold me? I hold the object. I can also release it then. Am I holding on to this fear? Or is fear a person, a clutch holding on to me? I took on the fear. I held on to the fear. And therefore I can also let it go. Is the woman named Worry grabbing me by the shoulder? Or have I given her space in my chest? I am holding on to the worries. That man called stress. There is no man called stress. There is no woman called worry. I am holding on to them I can also let them go, release them. This isn't my burden alone. And when shared, this isn't even a burden at all. It's simply my duty to execute first class, not second class, never third class. I have enough food to eat in my refrigerator and in my pantry. I have way too many clothes to wear. I'm not going to starve. I will not be deprived of clothes to wear. I have a roof above my head. No matter whose name is on the piece of paper, there is a roof above my head. The name and the form are temporary anyway. I have free access to abundant air for my lungs. I have good water to drink. I have access to medicine when I'm hurt or ill. Let me take some stock. I have food, clothes, shelter, air, water, sunshine, a ground underneath me to hold me, stop me from falling in the abyss. I have medicines, and above all, I am alive. I have life beating in my chest. What am I crying about? What am I stressing about? Budget, schmudget, event or not, funds will come and go. They've never been steady. Funds rise and fall. Events come and go. Budgets work out or don't work out. Plans succeed and fail. That's their nature. I watch them all. I remain steady, for I am the witness, the neutral observer. Nothing gets to me. For it all is out. I am in. My mind has calmed down. It's taming, it's willing to listen to good reason. My inner voice I can now hear. I can do this. I can do more of this. I've already sat past 12 minutes. I've gone beyond the midpoint. I can meditate. I can't sit with me. I can be there for me. I can hold my own hand. I can be kinder to me, gentler with me. I am able to give a pat on my own back. I will be brave and look straight in my eyes in the mirror and tell me the truth. Aren't I good? That I love you and I like you and I know you're so good. I think you should be. I want to see more of you. I want to hear more from you. Inner voice, my being, myself, my soul, the real me. Won't you, please? There is untold power within me, and there is unseen beauty within me. There is unsung glory I am carrying and not even knowing it. I only need become me whisperer. I can do this. I can deal with it. I can respond, not react. I can live to spread sunshine. For I am the sun basking in my own glory. The goodness, the purity, the love, and the acceptance, the inclusion, creating space, expanding the circle, getting to the center. I am the fearless soul. If I am love, how can I be afraid? How can light and dark coexist? I am love. What am I afraid of? I am the most powerful force in the universe. I will not get angry. I will watch myself slipping and stop me from sliding. I will hold my hand and remain that neutral observer. I do not have to retaliate. That anxiety does not belong to me. The outcomes are not mine. I do not control the outcomes, no matter what. If I had 4 times the capacity and 10 times the dollars, I still would not control the outcome. Then why worry? control how I react. I control how I perform. That I will give my best. And I will repose in my own deep quietude. This I promise you. That day, that moment will come when I will realize and see the grand vision, when I am one with all. And all in one. Love to you. You may slowly open your eyes if you wish. And stop sharing. And back to you, Stephanie. Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for creating this space also. And I'm very invested in this. This is the purpose of my life. So in case ever any of you feel stressed or can use a sounding board, I'm on Zoom. You all have my email. Nothing is more important to me than being with my fellow beings. I welcome that opportunity, the friendship and the partnership in this journey. If you're stressed out, that's my stress to also address. That's how seriously I take it. If something is bothering you, if you're worried, it's my worry.